Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another episode of our live session on our channel TM Square. And this is Neeraj Kumar saying, welcoming all of you aboard on our live session. We are looking forward to serve you with all specific needs of your questions, doubts, and clarification about certifications and testing related concepts. And that's the reason we connect every Saturday to listen to you, listen to your queries, listen to your concerns, and look forward to resolve them as we continue a great journey towards helping each and every individual in order to get more and more understanding about testing and build better QA community. So, as a part of the same, we are also looking forward to connect every Saturday to give you an opportunity to connect with me and look forward to have your queries being asked and getting them resolved through this session. So, welcome again to another live session, and we'll be looking forward to have your queries as usual being listed on the chat box, and we'll pick it up and talk about it. So, I think currently we are just going with some of our uh, resources building up on the AI tester certification. For the last 1 week, I couldn't create any videos just because I had some personal commitments, and I was quite away from my workstation, and I could not really spend some good time. But again, promising you back from the next week, you will be having some good sessions happening, and we'll be also looking forward to organize a public session. And in fact, we'll have a poll right after this live session to ask you all that if you would like to have a day session, also like daily spending an hour or two, or a weekend session, which would be more of like full day sessions. So we'll take your opinion before we start organizing any further sessions to understand how people would like to take it up, and we would be really happy to assist you the way you would like to have those sessions, as many people are looking forward to have you know uh, learning sessions with me in terms of understanding. It's just that I do not get enough time to take up some offline sessions, as I'm quite busy with my work and managing these channels too. So I'm really happy to continue with my sessions as well. So I may have my very first session of this year in the month of Feb, which I'll be publicly posting to all of you, and you can look forward to be a participant there in case you have time. If not, you can recommend your friends, you can recommend your uh, colleagues and friends to participate there if in case there are anyone in need. So I think yeah, we can look forward to get started with our day, and we are still waiting for questions to come up. So feel free, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to assist you. Just feel free to drop them here, and we can take it up from right from there. Okay, so as we wait for some questions to come up, let's see if I can share something more about my latest channel. I think, yeah, I just want to be happy to share with all of you, and we do have started working on living our passion, which is very important in terms of getting through your work life balance, is what we say. And we are generally looking forward to have more and more insights in terms of what exactly people really spend as time towards their the work life balance. Most of the time IT professionals are quite busy doing their commitments, and we just keep living the life of a techie and always keep working on our day-to-day commitments of work. But we, to a certain extent, we forget about we should also spend some time living our life and living our passion sometime, which are slightly different from your work. Of course, work is more of like living for your daily needs, but of course, there's a passion which is independent. And similarly, I just thought during last few months, which I was looking forward to understand that how should I make myself more comfortable, because I was very stressed up in terms of working continuously back to back, and in fact, working like 20 hours a day was very hectic. So I was thinking of like taking some time out and even spending some time for my passion and having some work life balance. And this is where I thought I'll start my channel, where I can share with you what I'm doing. And that's about vlogging, which is like traveling and blogging. And I hope you should also be uh, looking forward to have some good content from there from me. If in case you are very much interested, you of course have my channel being dropped on the chat. So if anyone here who would love to see bike vlogging, like moto vlogging, you are very much welcome on this channel. And again, I've recently started, so we just have few blogs and few shorts, but slowly and gradually we'll be doing big endeavors and traveling to different cities, and I'll be looking forward to cater them. And meanwhile, I would like to take a moment quickly. Neha has just mentioned that I completed ISTQB CTFL and Agile tester last month by learning with your videos. They were extremely helpful. Reading theory is sometimes very boring, but listening to your videos and learning was quite amazing. Thank you so much, Neha, and congratulations on the success. It's indeed a great pleasure for me too, because as people come back and let us know about their success stories, I really feel happy about them, because that was the reason or motive to create this channel and prepare the right content for all of them. And that certainly has helped some people. Then, of course, I'm really happy about the same. So, congratulations. And I wish you very all the best for any upcoming endeavors which you may have regarding certification or even any further career growths. And look forward to more learnings parallelly. And do let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I'll be more than happy to assist you any further and guide you well with any other queries too. So congratulations once again and all the very best. So yeah, I was just talking about the same thing. That is, work-life balance is very important theme. So find out your passion. It's just not that you need to really do something very important. What I'm trying to do, but it's up to, like, everyone is good at something or the other, and they have their own set of passion and activity. So you can try looking forward to have your own dream being identified and try to take some time out. You will feel very relaxing. In fact, you will have a lot of great enthusiasm to come back to work and show the same energy level, because you will have some curiosity to get back to your passion every single day. So there's no end to such things, and that's what we encourage people to look forward and have everything being balanced in a very well way. So Neha also says, now I'm looking to do the test manager, but its content is too large. Can you suggest something on that? How to go about it? Uh, content remains large, Neha. There's nothing much we can do about it. But as it is a manager level certification, but I'm not sure if you have been through my playlist. It has a very curated content of around 15 to 16 hours of tutorials, but very, very useful. So you can start going through those videos. Again, as you said, that listening to videos is better than reading the theoretical things. So why don't you just visit the playlist of Test Manager on my channel, and that would do the rest of the job, right? So I would suggest to you that you can start looking at the playlist on the Test Manager on my channel, and that would be really of great help for you to prepare for your certification as well. Let me just take a moment and share you a link for that. So it'll be easy to jump on that playlist directly. So yep, here is the link to the test manager uh, playlist, and you can start preparing from there. Go ahead, team. If you got any more questions, we are looking forward to answer those questions. This live session is all about catering your needs, responding to your queries, and certainly we are looking forward to assist you as much as possible, so that any tester here should not feel that they do not have some people to assist, and they are not getting the right support in order to grow in their career ahead. We encourage testing as a practice, and we want to build a very, very healthy and at the same time very wealthy community of testing, and by helping each other. And that's what the motive of this channel is all about. We're just building up community where we can help every individual to learn things and assist them. So go ahead if you have got any queries and any doubts, any clarification, be it about certification, be it about testing practices, be it about tools, be it about anything related to career. Feel free and drop your queries on the chat, and I'll be more than happy to assist you and respond to your queries. Okay, we got Reshmi here. Reshmi says, sir, apart from sample questions from ISTQB site, any other source to get sample questions for CTFL? Sorry, Reshmi, there are no such genuine portals or valid portals which can be referred to as sample papers of ISTQB. There are a lot of websites who are claiming that they have ISTQB sample papers, but trust me or not, they are beyond the scope of the syllabus. In fact, not all of them are really meeting the desired, pattern and syllabus as well, like having the right questions and the right answers. So we do not recommend you to jump onto any other portal which could be confusing and conflicting and probably can make uh, your entire preparation ruined. So I think three sample papers should be more than enough, because it's not a dump, right? So you don't have to take it as dumps that if you go through 1000 questions, everything will come from that. No, that's not the way here. ISTQB can come up with any type of questions, and they can be very different and unique in their examinations. So content is very important, and three mock papers should give you a very, very clear idea that what is the uh, expectation from the examination. And I think you don't really need any other papers. Moreover, we do not have. If we had, of course, we would have shared with you. And I'm preparing few more certification, like few more sample papers, but we're just gonna take a little while to have that completed, right? So I'm not sure by then you will be preparing for it, but it may take maybe a week or two to put that paper in place on my uh, portal. So again, I cannot promise you right now anything, but the previous thing which I just mentioned was to prepare you well for the content, and sample papers are just for a practice or just for a outlining that what kind of examination do we really get, and we can just get an idea from that, right? So yeah, I hope that should answer your question. If you have anything else, just let me know. Sure, you're welcome. Yes, team, go ahead if you got a question. I'm here to answer that, and feel free to drop your queries on the chat. I'll be really happy to take it up and talk about it. I think it's a weekend, long weekend, so I think most of the people are having fun. Still, the New Year fever is not yet over, so still we can see that. You're saying I'm able to score more than 30 for the sample questions. That's really good. If you're able to score more than 30 in sample questions, then you don't really have to worry about it. But still, not be just to say that. Uh, just to say that, like, don't be overconfident about this. Some things can be really tricky at some time. So have the patience, have the attentiveness, have the attention to detail, and make sure that you give proper reading and understanding to each and every question, right? So again, of course, it's a good remark that you have above 30 in sample papers. Then it certainly means that you are going very clear with your concepts. You really don't need anything else, so that should be enough. But again, don't take the advantage of that, is what I'm trying to say. Just stay calm in terms of, like, yeah, I don't know anything, I'm still trying to explore. So that doesn't lose your attention in the examination, right? Sometimes what happens, few people feel very overconfident about getting 30 plus in sample papers, and they go very wrong in the real examination. So please don't do that. But yes, if you're getting 30, then that should be enough for you. Just work on your weaker areas which you might be knowing yourself. If you think any topic you are not sure about, just go through those topics once again and be sure about it. That would do the job. Okay, so yeah, that should be fine. You don't need anything else to clear the examination. Okay, all the best again, and yeah, let me know if you have anything else. Okay, Nia says, I have been in the same organization from last 13 years, 10 months in testing stream only. Earlier, due to personal constraints, I couldn't switch. Now, from last 2 years, I want, but I'm not getting opportunities. 13 years is a long time. Okay, and long time in the sense like beyond 10 years, it becomes very difficult to switch to different organization. And the reason is your CTC is a big constraint, first of all, because probably being in an organization or showing longer consistencies and having heavier CTCs could be unaffordable sometime, right? And excuse me. Yeah, so having heavier CTCs is one challenge, and I think upgradation also matters. After 6 to 7 years, automation is must. And okay, yeah, you say that I don't have any automation experience, so would the test manager help? So yeah, I think this would be the right time for you to go for the test manager rather. But again, being a manager, people will still ask you that how much knowledge do you have on automation? See, today the manager is not about just managing the activities, managing the process. The manager is supposed to know what the team is doing, how the team is doing, how exactly can we fix the issues, and how exactly the team can handle the work, or where are the people getting stuck. So being test manager certified basically means that you will be a good mentor to your team, and in case you do not have all-rounder skills, that would be a challenging instance too, right? Because any organization looks forward to have their senior resources to be master of a lot of things. In that context, automation will still be required. Okay, I'm not saying don't take test manager. I'm just saying that it may not just alone help. So I would rather recommend you that though you are having 13 years of experience, which is quite equivalent to mine, I would recommend you that you can start setting up your knowledge about automation tools, start looking forward to have some learnings on automation side, and parallelly take up the test manager. That would do a great job, because you don't have to uh, start doing the automation to certain extent, but at least you can ask the team what are you doing and how exactly things are happening. You can correct the team, you can guide the team, right? And you can get involved. At least you will at least understand what the team is trying to do. So in that context, the test manager would certainly help, and you can get a kind of like senior technical lead or a manager position in the project. So just don't restrict yourself to the certification. It's a really long time. You should have tried upgrading yourself with automation quite earlier. But still, that would be the right way, that you start looking forward to add some knowledge about automation, and then look forward to switch your organization or look for a job change. That would do the better. Okay. I hope I'm making sense here. And if there's anything else, just let me know. Juhi says, good evening, sir. Good evening, Juhi. I've got only 19 marks in ISTQB exam. That's really sad to see. Shall I, according to you, sir, shall I give the exam again? Of course, I would recommend you that you should, uh, you know, give the exam again for sure. But in order to do that, I would recommend you that do the preparation first. Okay, this time we don't want you to get stuck with those things which you really need to prepare well. So have your scorecard handy, and see which areas you could not succeed, and try to identify yourself that why you could not go right, where you went wrong, what was the conflict, what was the confusion, why you could not answer the questions correctly. So based on that, start preparing again, and that would do the job of preparing you for the second attempt, right? You will have good amount of time to succeed with it, and nothing to worry about. Okay, it happens. In fact, even I did not clear my examination in my first attempt, right? So it just happens. So you don't really have to worry about it that I could not succeed. And there are so many people who are saying I have succeeded and all that. Just depends on every individual, right? People have their own way of dealing with content and learning and getting hold of certain concepts. So take your time, right? And what else, sir? Please send your contact number. I cannot just put my contact number publicly here, Joey. You can always get in touch with me on LinkedIn, and I can certainly give you my contact number and you can get in touch with me. So, my LinkedIn URL is in the description. You can just get in touch with me and we can take it on one to one level from there. Okay. Right. So, we missed, I think, someone. Kirti. Kirti says, "Hi, Neeraj. Where can I get more sample papers? I saw two sample papers on your site. Two sample papers on my site. None of my site has two papers. Everywhere it have three. So I'm not sure again where you're referring to. There are three mock papers available, Kirti. So I do have my website where I have put three mock papers. You have official website. You have my playlist where we have discussed three mock papers also. So there are standard three mock papers, but other than that, you don't have any other stable or valid resources to prepare for examination. Okay, so as I recommended someone here, please just stick and adhere to these mock papers, three mock papers which are from official source from ISTQB. Other than that, nothing is going to help you. Rather, these questions are wrong, which other people are claiming that they have 1000 questions and they have a lot of things and other things related to that. We have 1000 dumps or 1500 question dumps and all that. They're all fake. Okay, they're not as per the syllabus. And if you really have a good confidence on the syllabus, you can try yourself and you can understand that most of the questions are wrong, and sometimes the questions are out of syllabus or questions do not have the right answer. So I keep tackling with them every day. A lot of people keep commenting every day that, can you answer this question? What do you think is the right answer for this? And I'm tired of that, to be frank, because of that people, I'm working hard here. Okay, so there are no mock papers, there are no dumps for ISTQB. All you have is three uh, standard mock papers, practice sets, which you can try. And on my portal, you will find those three mock papers only. And I don't know where did you refer to sample papers, but that would be very helpful. And beyond that, I think you should have confidence in yourself and the content. That would do the rest of the job. Okay, there's nothing else you need to do. You'll be all okay, right? So all the very best, Katie, and do let me know if there's anything else which I can help you with. Reshmi says, "Sir, I have Selenium Java knowledge, but have not worked in live automation project." Okay, live automation project. So is that a weak point for me to clear ISTQB automation advanced level exam? No, not at all. If you are preparing for automation tester certification, theoretical knowledge would also do enough if you have Selenium Java knowledge. It's not necessary that you should have practically worked, because these are even for people who are looking forward to migrate to automation. So they have not discussed anything in practical that how do you identify the object, or how do you look forward to write a script or something. No, there are no practical concepts discussed there, but having a fundamental knowledge would certainly help you. So you don't really need practical experience to appear for this examination. Okay. Neha says, I've done Selenium using Java from someone, but not a professional certification was given. So should I go for professional automation certification along with test manager? Um, if you have done the course, I think you should start adding that in your portfolio. Okay, and start looking forward to approach organizations with your automation skills added on the profile. And it's very easy. You can always showcase right? Showcase that you have been working with automation for some time. So nobody goes there and verifies, right? That whether she was working on automation only or not. If you have good confidence on automation, I would suggest you that you can go ahead and start approaching the organization. Test automation would be just an add-on. Let me tell you, it's not a must-have. It's good to have. So the difference between must have and good to have, I hope you understand. That's a it will not make it as a criteria. Okay, that if you are a test automation certified, then you have everything what you need. As I just was telling Kirti, that automation practicals does not make a difference for getting ISTQB test automation certification. They're just the theoretical concepts, right? So in that context, if you have automation knowledge, rather start applying them and give it to the organizations whom you are looking forward to, and say them that you have some automation knowledge, you have worked on some of the projects, and you're looking forward to a change. So of course, organizations will look forward to you, but yes, test manager would be something which will be beneficial. Okay, so test automation would not make it as a helpful thing. Okay, so just you can take up automation if you wish to, but please don't be reliable on that. That this certification can help me to get an consider my automation skills or consider me as an automation tester. No, people would prefer still to ask you how to work on Selenium, how to find an element, how to search an object, etc. So practical is must. Okay. Jui says, sir, please share LinkedIn link. Oh, you didn't find it in my description? I'm worried. What happened to my channel? I generally put it in my descriptions, all my link, but still, not to worry. As I'm here, I can do that minimum courtesy. Here you go. Okay, so this is my LinkedIn ID. You can connect with me. And Kirti says, yes, thanks, Neeraj. We'll check your portal again. Sure. And let me see if I have my portal open on my machine so that I can give you a direct link. Ah, it is here. So this is for Kirti uh, mock papers. Here's the link. Okay, so you'll find everything what you need. Okay, Rishmi says thank you. Ramesh is here. Hi Neeraj. Question from Neha Gai triggered me to ask this question. I have 5 years of experience, but in future I don't want to be in management side. Then as a test analyst, apart from manager, what will be other scope I focus to important career? That's a wonderful shorthand, first of all, Ramesh. So you have currently 5 years of experience, and other than test analyst, of course, I would suggest you to even take up the technical test analyst, because being a technical test analyst or having knowledge of technical side of testing would really boost up your career. And if you don't want to be in management, I would suggest you step out of functional testing. Okay, if you really don't want to be in management, just move out of functional testing. There's nothing in that. All everything, the niche content of testing is lying in the non-functional side, and that's what is technical test analyst. Pick up any particular domain, be it about security testing, be it about accessibility testing, be it about interoperability, usability, the model based testing. There are a lot of things which you can talk about, or talk about any other thing which is like performance testing. Pick up any of these: performance, accessibility, usability, security. Okay, any of these, and really, I must tell you that you don't really need anything else. You can really have a great career, and you can have an independent recognition as an independent consultant as well. And you can work with several organizations as more of like process consultant or project consultant, in way of like telling them what exactly the performance criteria should be and how exactly that can be dealt. So if really you don't want to be in management, move on to the technical side of the testing. Functional will not lead you, to any other direction than being a manager. Okay. And apart from management, what shall I focus from now to improve my career? I think that was answered already now. So that got covered. So let me know, Ramesh, if you have anything else and you want me to talk about any other concerns if you may have so. Okay, so yeah, SM is here. Hey, good morning. Good morning, SM. Happy to have you here. I'm happy to see you again too. Thank you. If you got questions, just let me know. Kirti says thank you so much. Ramesh says thank you, Neeraj, for the enlightenment. It's all my pleasure. That's the reason we are having this call. We just don't have anything to share, but just to listen to you and assist you, give you guidance, more of like consultation. So feel free to be a part of this whenever you think you have any concerns. I'll be happy to assist. It's all my pleasure. Yes, team, go ahead. If you've got questions, do not hesitate. Let your question be anything. I'll be happy to look forward to them and assist you with whatever queries you may have. Yes, team, go ahead. We are waiting for your comments, and we would look forward to answer if you have any more questions and assist you with the best response possible. SM says interview question difference between user story and story points. Uh, I don't know what kind of interviewer is asking this question. Anyways, doesn't make any sense, but to be frank, there could be good question out of it. When you say user story, it is basically the requirement, a functional requirement which the team has to implement, and it is written in a way which consists of all the typical details of a requirement, like who is the user, what kind of user profile, what is the expectation, and what is that we want to achieve as a end goal of that functionality, and what are the acceptance criteria. So when you talk about writing a functional requirement in an agile way, you call it as user story, which is basically a functional requirement written with all relevant details about it. On the other hand, the story points are the estimates, which is the effort required to implement that story. Okay, and this implementation certainly means everything. It could be about designing, development, testing, what all you need to do in order to say that yes, this functionality is rolled out and it is working absolutely fine. And that's what you call it as the effort required to implement it. Now, how long do you need? That is, what is the effort required to implement that story, is what you call it as story points. Okay, and story points is not basically the effort, it is the measurement unit in Agile to measure the effort required to implement a story. So basically, estimate is the amount of effort required, but to measure that effort, we have story points. Okay, so the difference between story and story point is story is the requirement, and story point is the amount of work to be done to implement that. Okay, Arun says, Hi Neeraj, I'm from automotive domain. I'm preparing for test analyst by following your videos. Further to test analyst, what shall I concentrate as automotive tester? I'm not sure if you have already taken Arun the automotive specialist certification. We do have ISTQB automotive tester on the specialist side, and that certainly is going to help you. It covers all the automotive concepts, and it just gives you all that understanding what you really need in terms of letting organization know that you are certified with automated tester or automotive tester. It covers everything right from the fundamentals of automotive, ISO 26262, ASPICE, and even Mishra C for the coding guidelines and review. And you do have ASIL, right? You do have environments like Hill, SIL, MIL, all the environments being discussed in details. So point is, it just covers everything what an automotive tester needs. So I think that would be recommended if you have not already taken that, right? So we do have an ISTQB automotive tester specialist certification, and you can certainly look forward to take up that as a part of your career ahead, right? And let me know if there's anything else. I can happily answer that. And all the very best for your preparation on test analyst, Arun. We'll be happy to assist if you get stuck anywhere. Okay, SM says, how do you maintain your job when you have automation and manual at the same time? What kind of question is this? How do you maintain your job when you have automation and manual at the same time? I'm just trying to understand this. Manual and automation at the same time, okay, it is to a certain extent possible, but of course, you will do one by one. You cannot say that one hand I'll do automation or one hand I'll do manual, or you cannot say that as I'm a manual or as an automation tester, I have the knowledge of automation testing, then I can just automate everything. No, that's not a possibility. So, and what do you mean by maintain your job? So maintain your work is what you mean, then yeah, I would first evaluate first of all. Again, whatever I understand the best from your question here, SM, you can let me know if that is something different. uh, what I understand is like someone tried asking you, you have manual work as well and automation as well, how would you manage them both? So point is, of course, we'll first do an evaluation that what is something which we can automate, right? There's always a judgment because you do have automation skill set with you and you have the work of automation which is already automated. So of course you have to create the script. So you will also parallelly evaluate that what manual work items can be automated. For example, if there are certain testing which will be repeated, right? You will prefer them to automate. So you can look forward to minimize your effort on the manual side and maximize your effort towards automation so that next time you don't have to do it again, right? All you would have to do is just run the script and that would be enough, correct? So what I do understand from this context is there were probably, first of all, doesn't make any sense, but probably trying to ask you, how would you, use your automation skills to manage your manual efforts, right? So I think that's a very straightforward thing that you would utilize your automation skills in order to, reduce your manual effort. As simple as that, right? If that was meaning something else, I'm not sure. Just let me know. We can discuss further. Arun says, apart from automotive specialist, any other things like AI, like how AI plays vital role in automotive, especially ADAS? Um, no, we don't have anything specific in AI. Currently, I'm building the playlist for AI itself, and I have delivered, one session so far on AI testing. So I went through the entire syllabus, and it's not basically talking about the context of what AI can do, but this could be not from ISTQB, but of course there could be segments, there could be workshops which you can look forward to explore about contribution of AI in ADAS or automotive domain. But ISTQB doesn't have anything from the point of AI's contribution to automotive industry. So if you want to take up AI fundamentals, then of course that certification will be really good. I must say it is covering everything in 11 chapters. There are 11 chapters and it covers everything what a individual should know about AI. And later you can certainly have a top up knowledge, but knowledge, okay? There are no certifications specifically designed for AI, knowledge being added towards automotive industry. So there are no certifications for that. So other than automotive tester, yes, you can take up AI as an independent thing. That what is AI, what is ML, how does it help different industries, what exactly it is, where are we as of today on AI, and all that thing. But rest, there's nothing in particular for automotive industry. Keith says, what is ISTQB and ASTQB? From where to take the ISTQB exam? Uh, Kirti, first of all, ISTQB is the body which is certifying every testing professional, which stands for International Software Testing Qualification Board. Now, ISTQB is a Belgium-based body, Belgium, and they cannot be present in every country. So what they did is they identified a local country member board, and they called with their country name. For example, in India we have Indian Testing Board. Similarly, we have Singapore Testing Board, Malaysian Testing Board, Dubai, UAE Testing Board, Pakistan Testing Board, Sri Lankan Testing Board. Every country has a testing board recognized under ISTQB. And just the same way, you have ASTQB, which is American Software Testing Qualification Board. So it's a country specific certification bodies which organize and conduct examinations within their country. So you should take it up from ISTQB. Okay, ISTQB in the sense like ITB. Again, depends where are you working right now, where are you settled right now. If you are in America, like USA, then you can look forward to take it from ASTQB itself because they would prefer to have it from ASTQB. But if you're in India, you should take it from ITB, Indian Testing Board. Okay. So ISTQB is just the body, it does not conduct any examinations. They have recognized country specific boards to do the examinations under ISTQB. So ASTQB is for America. Just like Egypt has their own board, Turkey has their own board, Europe has their own boards, a lot of things like that. Okay, go ahead, team. If you've got any more questions, so we have around 20 minutes to go from our live session, and we would like to make most out of this opportunity. If you have any questions, I'll be really happy to assist you, respond back to them. And do not forget to drop a thumbs up if you're happy with what we are doing. So we would love to have your response back on the, our channel for sure, which can certainly let everyone else also know about um, that there is a live session happening here and they can just come here and ask their questions. And subscribing to the channel is not a mandatory step, of course. We don't ask anybody to, we don't force anybody. Asking is different and forcing is different and begging is different. So we don't beg anyone to subscribe to ask a question. You don't really have to be a subscriber. If you have any questions, that's completely free for you. So you can just make sure that if you have a question, just jump on and you can ask your questions here. That's it. Sure, you're welcome, Kirti. Yes, team, anyone else? If you have any other questions, I'm really happy here to assist you. And we'll be looking forward to respond back to your queries if in case you have anything. SM says, when you create a defect and tomorrow you forget the defect ID, how do you recover the defect? It's a very unfortunate moment for a QA that you forget your defect. You can forget your test cases, but not a defect, right? Because that's something which we should be proud of and that we should remember. So it should be a really unfortunate moment that you forget your defect ID, which you created yesterday. Moreover, at least you'll remember the summary. I understand the defect ID could be to a certain extent. I don't believe that, but to a certain extent, you may forget the ID. But you do remember the summary, at least something about it, right? So you can obviously filter by that, and you can even search for the last 24 hours defect list, and it will just list down all that. And by looking at it, you can identify the ID, right? So there are different ways to find it out. You can create quick query and say last 24 hours, what defects have you reported or reported by me? So you know what defects you have reported, and you can immediately identify this was the defect I'm looking for. So I think that was again a very straightforward thing. You can just create a filter and get to the defect which you created yesterday, right? If you meant anything else, just let me know, because that sounds very easy for me. So probably if you had concerns, of course, no matter which tool you're using, okay, be it Excel, even if you're using Excel or any other professional tool like Jira, ALM, everything would support you a filter option. All you have to do is you just have to filter by your name, and you will find all the list of defects what you have raised so far. Or if you just put an add-on criteria that lasts 24 hours, I think you'll get the exact list of items what you're looking for, and you can immediately identify. I think we are not so much short-term memory loss that we don't even remember the summary of it. So straightforward, you will have the vision that hey, this is what my defect is, and you can get to the ID. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Azim. Do let me know if you have anything else. Thank you. Yes, we got another 14 minutes to go from our live session, and I would be really happy to uh, really answer any more questions if whatsoever you may have. And as I told you, I just recently started my channel uh, on living my passion. So we would look forward to have your love and support there too, at least in terms of spreading the word, because I would like to let all the techies understand that we should look forward to live our life and passion at the same time, like the work and life balance. And this is where I started my new channel, which I'm just dropping on the chat. So if you're interested to explore with me, you can obviously explore here. And one way it might be very helpful for people to get triggered with the living their own passions, that hey, when someone can do that, why not me? And second thing is it would be a lot of encouragements and the other side of me to get to learn a lot of positivity and in fact enthusiasm in leading your way the best way. So this is basically a moto vlogging uh, channel, which is my passion. I love riding bikes more than driving cars. So of course you will have great content coming up here, and we would look forward to have your support too. And do spread the word. As we are just getting started, we would like to reach out to more and more people to encourage them about how a techie can be, having a wonderful life ahead with a lot of peace and living their passion. So thank you so much for your support. Tahir is here. Tahir says, "Hi Neeraj Bhai, I have question regarding the test strategy and how differentiate methodical and process compliant. They have similarities in between them, like use of standards. Can you guide?" Uh, no. Okay. So first of all, thank you, Tahir, and welcome aboard. And second is when you talk about the methodical and process compliant, methodical is legacy based. Okay. I'm not talking about any standards here. Methodical is more of like, for example, I'm an industry or as a product based company, I would have proven a particular methodology, right? That I do this step, I do that step, I create these kind of documentation. This is how my requirements are written. This is how my design is done. So it's not really having anything in particular from any context, but it's just that I have been following this process for more than 10, 15 years. So I do not have anything other than that, right? Or this is what my process is all about. We do not have anything in particular that why are you using it? Answer is we have been doing this for last 15 years, and this works the best for us, right? And that is what is your methodical. Methodical means something which has been coming from a taxonomy point of view, or you would have been trying this process for a long time and you are happy with it. And that is the best for you. So generally for product-based industries, they have methodical approach. Whereas process compliant, Process compliant means somebody else is driving your process. You don't have any control on it, right? Right here, we had Arun, right? Arun is right here. And if we talk about the automotive industry, you talk about aviation, you talk about medical, you talk about medicines, pharmacy, we don't have any choice to create something of our own. We are driven by several standards, right? Standards define our process. They say that, hey, you should be creating this here, you should be writing these kind of documentations, this should be your compliance, this should be your regulation, and without this, I cannot pass your product. You know how many designed cars go out of market or do not get released because of regulatories and ISOs, right? Because of safety standards. So there are a lot of such things which clearly signifies that you don't have any control on it. There is someone else who is driving your process, your set of artifacts, your set of activities, and you have to just follow that. In that context, we call that your strategy is process compliant. That means there's a compliance which is defining your process, and you just have to adhere to that. So, methodical approach is more of like legacy, that you have been proven that this is what your process will be, and process compliant is more of like standard driven. Yeah, now even methodical can have a blend of process compliant. For example, when you talk about products like TV, there are certain standards which drive that how what the radiation or what the screen limit would be, because people watching consistently TV and monitors could result into high impact on their eyesight. So what kind of infrared elements will be coming out, what should be the density of it, a lot of such things, right? So in that context, we should be getting that clarity. Anyways, so I hope that answers your question, and yeah, you just got it. Thank you so much for your compliment there. Arun says, "Do we have any books to prepare for test analyst?" Not really, but there's one book which is written by Rex Black. You can find that on Amazon, and it's a good book, but little thick. Okay, so if you have patience, you can buy that book. But yeah, Rex Black has written a really good book for test analysts, but trust me, it has really more content than what you may need for the examination. Or I'm not sure if he has really written a latest revised one, but even the old one do, because the new syllabus has been reduced. Okay, nothing new has been added. They have removed the topic from 2019 syllabus. So if you are interested to go for a book, go for Rex Black. Okay, I'll just mention this in the chat. Rex Black which would be good for you. SM says, what are the various test cases status in Jira? Test cases status in Jira. Jira is not a test management tool. That's the first thing you should have told him. Okay? Jira is not a test management tool and doesn't have any status for testing. So that's the wrong question, SM. Get it clarified and let me know if you meant something else. Arun says, thanks for the input. Tahir says, recommend some book for test manager exam. Test manager, I'm really not sure if anybody has written a book, because that's a very hectic syllabus, and not a lot of people can really write up a book on that. So still, let me check if you have any advanced level test manager. Mhm. No, no, not really. There is some book available on Flipkart, and let me also check Amazon. Okay, but I'm not sure about that. So, because I don't know that author, in fact, that book doesn't look so great. No, I think the review says it for all. The review clearly says not people have even given 1 star because that's the minimum. So I don't think the books are really good. So you have my tutorials available, which would be, I think, sufficient enough to prepare well. But still, I don't want to contradict with your opinion. If you would love to have a book, but there is no book I have available there. So you have to manage with my tutorials. And the PDF which you get, which is almost equivalent to the book. So these two will be really enough for you to prepare well. Seeing we got 5 minutes more. If you got anything else, I'll be really happy to assist you. Drop it on the chat and I will take it up from there. Okay, thank you, Tahir. If you've already been seen through the tutorials, then that should be enough, trust me. And if you really want to spend more effort, then the official copy of the syllabus, which is the PDF, like the PDF copy of the syllabus, would be more than enough. You don't really need any book because that itself is a book. So it covers all that what you really need. So probably you can just take a printout and start going through that, and that would cover any remaining tips and tricks of what exactly we need to learn. But yeah, just that there's no such good book available for anyone to start preparing for the manager level, because writing such books which could be really fabulous is kind of like a dream come true for even the authors, because test manager is not an easy job and we just can't write it like whatever you feel like. So there's a lot of things which the author also has to take care of, or else it just gets flop. So point is, yeah, we need really great effort to write that book. In fact, I'm not looking forward to write that book because it really takes almost an year to come up with a book with a lot of effort, and that too, like making it successful, needs really great perception and a lot of time, which people generally do not have. Yes, team, go ahead. If you got any more questions, I'll be happy to respond to them. We got 2 more minutes to go from our live session, and we should answer if there are any other questions remaining. I know this is a long weekend, so not a lot of people were here, but as committed, I will be here to at least say hello to my audience and listen to at least those who have questions and respond back to them. That is more important for me. Other than that, of course, we do understand people have their own set of commitments, and they may not be able to make it to the live sessions even if they have questions. But we're just here. Where will we go, right? So anyways, as we are coming to the end of the session, just a quick reminder, yes, we are going to have uh, one public session on ISTQB Foundation level coming up in the next month, that is February. And we are continuing with our AI tester playlist. So I'll resume the tutorials right from the next week, Monday. And we'll be looking forward to complete that by, I think by end of the March, it should be done, because it's 11 chapters, a huge content, and it takes really significant time to complete all the tutorials. So it's going to be lengthy. But yeah, once completed, it'll be great whooping content with a long, long thing. All right. So, anyways, I think that's it. This is what we had for today's live session. I would like to thank each and every member, each and every participant of this live session to join here and be an active participant, at least by asking your questions or even just by participating here and listening to the conversation. That certainly helps every individual. So, thank you so much, team, for being here and being a really good audience. So that's all from this particular live session, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. Take care. See you next week, and have a you know safe stay. Stay safe and happy learning. Take care. See you next week. Bye bye.